Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Susan. Welcome to From the Pantry to the Kitchen Table. Today we're going to make Huevos Rancheros, which just means eggs. We're going to start out, I've got a skillet with about 3 tablespoons of oil, olive oil heating. And to that I'm going to add, I've diced 1 entire red pepper and 2 Anaheim peppers. These are Anaheim's got a little kick to it. So we're going to put this in the skillet, start softening these up, and while we're cooking those and they're snapping like crazy, we're going to throw in half a cup of onion, red onion. I like the red onion because it doesn't have the bitterness sometimes that a white onion does. I'm going to throw that in there. We'll get this cooking. I hope you can hear me over the cooktop. I know it's a pain. I'll move these out of the way here. Get these cooking. You're going to have to saute them until they're pretty soft. This is going to take us a few minutes. We got home from church a little while ago, since it is Sunday, and I thought, well, we just have, instead of lunch and supper, we'd have something in between. So that's what we're doing. This is not lunch and this is not supper. But we're going to have these Huevos Rancheros, ranch-style eggs. Ranch-style eggs. Now, I've never lived on a ranch, but I know plenty of people that have ranches, and they enjoy these. So you're going to let these cook for a few more minutes. Might even turn the heat up on them. You know, we've got, well, by the time this airs, Memorial Day will be over with, because Memorial Day is tomorrow. So we remember all those that they gave their lives for us. And if you see a serviceman today or tomorrow, be sure and thank them for their service, because they really deserve that. I know we have a cemetery between us and the church, and the people have been over putting flowers on their loved ones' headstones the last couple of days. In fact, we were over there this afternoon. We were sitting outside this afternoon, and somebody came out with a guitar, and they were serenading whoever it was buried. And I thought that was really nice. They were playing some of their favorite songs. So I don't know whether they put flowers on the grave or not, but I thought it was special that they sang to them. Okay, we're getting here. It's going to be a little softer here in a few minutes. Now, you know, this recipe called for tomatoes. I think it called for what? It called for about 1.5 cups of tomatoes. I didn't have 1.5 cups of tomatoes to dice, so when I used Rotel, the diced tomatoes with green chilies. So I've got 2 cups of Rotel right here that we're going to throw in. But like I always say, use what you have. You can always substitute something. So we're going to stir these again. I've got my oven preheating to 350 because we're going to, once we put the eggs in here, we're going to stick them in the oven. And I've got a few tortillas wrapped and ready to stick in the oven to heat. We're going to go ahead and pour the tomatoes in. Now I drained most of the juice off, and that's fine. Okay, oops, there's a little more peel than I want there. Now we're going to heat this through. This will just take a few minutes. There we go. I'm going to turn that up just a tad. Wipe my hands off here. Get these warmed. Anyway, tomorrow being Memorial Day, I'm sure you're probably planning a holiday cookout. I don't know that we're going to be able to cook out because it's calling for rain. So you probably have to do something in the house, and that's fine too. We can always use the rain. We've had pretty dry weather here in northern Minnesota. Alright. Now, I'm going to add some stuff to it. Stir this up just a tad more. I want to get those tomatoes heated well. Okay, now we're going to add some salt. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of salt, maybe half a tablespoon of salt. About half a tablespoon of black pepper. And I've got cumin here. Get this out, and we're going to add probably about a half a tablespoon of cumin. Oh, we can add a little more, it doesn't matter. There we go. We'll just do a tablespoon of cumin. Doesn't add any heat, just kind of a earthy taste. So, oh good. We're boiling good now. Let's get this stirred up good. Get that salt and pepper and cumin spread around. Now I've got about 4 cups of black beans. Now these are the ones that I soaked overnight and then cooked myself. You can certainly use canned black beans. That's more convenient for you, that's fine. I just happen to have a bag of black beans in the pantry. So now we're going to put some black beans in here. Those stirred in. Now you really, if you don't want black beans in here, you don't have to. You can do this dish with rice instead of black beans if you want. That's fine. Get this going here. What's my temp? We're good. Get it all nice and hot. Because then we're going to put some eggs in here, since it is ranch style eggs. Now we're going to make some holes. And I'm just going to make 3 holes in here because I'm only going to have one of these, and my trusty cameraman will have 2. So what I'm going to do, turn this down just a tad. I'm going to take some eggs here. I'm going to drop them in. Try not to get the shell in there. They're not supposed to be crispy. 2, and here's our 3rd one. So now we're going to take this and turn this off. And I'm going to put this in the oven along with some tortillas. Should only, Tilly, you're going to have to move, dear. Come on, Tilly. Get Tilly out of the way here while we open the oven door. So I'm going to put these in the oven. tortillas wrapped up here. I'm going to stick those right in there. And I'm going to heat these. We like refried beans with them. So that's what we're going to have. Get rid of these yucky eggshells. Wash my hands off. Now this is probably going to take just maybe 5 minutes. We're going to turn the oven light on so we can see. Oh, that's a nice sound. Nice and quiet. So I'll tell you what, we're going to be back in about 4 or 5 minutes, and I'll show you what they're going to look like. Okay, we're back. The eggs are baked. I'm going to throw a little cilantro on here. We kind of chopped up earlier. Now, Will likes his tortillas on the side. I'm going to get down here. I'm going to just look at that. Oh boy. Doesn't that look good? Now, instead of cooking the eggs like this, you could have fried them in a separate skillet. But I like to do everything in one pot. It saves on cleanup. There's some more of that. Now I'm going to put a few, got some refried beans over here. I'm just going to put a little dab on his plate here. And we've got some avocado. I'll put some avocado in here. There you have it. Now, he may or may not want salsa and sour cream and cheese on his. So I'm going to let that sit right there. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix mine. I'm just going to put mine. I'm just having one. So I'm just putting mine right in the middle. A few more. Okay. And I'm going to have a few refried beans. You don't have to fix refried beans if you don't want. Put them on there. Now I'm going to top mine with some salsa I made last summer. This is kind of spicy salsa. I'm just going to put it right on there and mix it in. And put a little sour cream. Let's see if we can get a little sour cream on there. And a little cheese. And I'm just going to eat mine with a knife and fork. And Will's going to eat his probably with a knife and fork too, since he's got his tortillas rolled up. So there you have it. 2 different ways. Huevos Rancheros, eggs ranch style. Be sure and click the thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe. And until next time, blessings to you and your family.